Hi guys, Max here. Yes, and we are on the air. We are live. We are wherever the web takes us and Facebook allows. Welcome to Max Rants. It is 6:59 p.m.ish, Mountain Time-ish. And as always, I've got something to complain about. Why is my phone buzzing? Too bad for that. I'm back. Let's talk about the simple question. Pay careful attention now. Pay careful attention. I want to be as tactful as I can when I ask, what in the hell is wrong with you people? Good God Almighty. You know, in America, both government and society have become bigoted beyond belief. Yes, you know, bigotry, prejudice. Yeah, that bad thing that everybody's always bitching about, but they don't know what they're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, where else in the world does mass media ignore the disparagement of Christians, Catholics, Mormons, whatever? Christians of every stripe, but they turn the world upside down the minute someone says anything bad about Jewish people or black people, about a synagogue or a go to meeting chapel. Why is that? What the hell is that? They go nuts when people have bad mouth for the minority. Jews in America are 2% of us. That's a distinct minority. You wouldn't know it. Blacks are up around 12%. I don't mind black people or Jewish people, but God Almighty, can't we treat everybody the same? So what did we do to try to forward this, to get it going? We invented something called hate speech. Hate speech. It's a very American thing developed by the bigots in Washington, D.C. With this, you can jail, blackball, or destroy the life of anybody you want, okay? So long as their speech or their writings are assaulting special interest groups. You know, the protected class. Yeah, we have a protected class. Look it up. I'm not going to do it for you. A college professor, this one, he has said some disparaging things about Jewish people. And he has done it, not in the classroom, but on social media. Guess what? For this, his career as a college professor is over and done. He has become a pariah from sea to shining sea, from the wall in the south to the rivers in the north. He is out of a career. He's out of a job. Why? He had the balls to speak his mind. He stated his beliefs, his convictions. What the hell ever happened to freedom of speech? I guess it doesn't exist anymore. God, it makes me angry. A lot of college professors from coast to coast, they're disparaging all sorts of things about Jesus Christ, about his oldest church, the Catholics, about his newest church, the Mormons. They are blasting these people. They F-bomb Catholics. They make horrible remarks about Mormons. They go flat out against these non-denominational Christians. This side of the double standard, okay, it protects their right to free speech. Under the Constitution, they can do that. You can't. They can. I don't remember reading that anywhere in the Constitution. Oh, God. You know, this side of the double standard protects their rights to free speech. Yes, the Constitution of the United States. Remember that document? It's that tattered, torn, bleached, badly worn, ripped up shred of a document that used to be a viable constitution. That's what it used to be like. The Supreme Court is slowly but surely rewriting the damn thing. God. And we can't do anything about it because the media, all the way, we're talking the Jewish communist media, are all over our ass to make sure we believe what they tell us to believe. Not me. In the words of a famous Warner Brother character, not this little black duck. Now, black people can crack wise and they can insult white people, Asians, anybody they want, including blacks. That's okay, and it's readily accepted in this country as a cultural norm as they continue to verbally lambaste and put down whomever they wish. Fact. I remember listening to two black guys. They were sitting on the step, just sunshine, having a nice conversation. And here's a little bit I can remember. The black guy says to the other, he says, "My nigga, that ain't how it is. Them damn crackers is just working to keep us in our place. That's exactly what he said. The conversation shifted gears so many times I couldn't have kept up if I wanted to, but the remarkable nature of this conversation was that it was filled with expletives, racial expletives, slurs, all directed at other races and some religions. In public, they got away with it. I mean, they frequently used that horrible word, nigger. And let's not forget the fact that there are words and slurs, such as this, that are legally reserved for black people, forbidden to all others. They say it, you say, oh, that's a cultural norm. They say it. You say it, you can lose your job, lose your reputation, be kicked out of your church. You can go to jail. Yes, you can. It sucks big time. Does it suck? It sucks. Now, I tend to wax brutally honest, so when it comes to speaking in America or to Americans, I don't hold back. You thin-skinned, thoroughly brainwashed masses adhere to the media-driven standards of this sick, sick, sick society. So, when you hear the term systemic racism, ask yourself whether or not this is a one-way street, a two-way street, a two-edged sword. Does it cut both ways? Yes, yes, Mr. and Mrs. and Ms. and whatever America. It is possible for a black person to be bigoted and prejudiced against other people. Blacks can be prejudiced against us. Jewish people can be prejudiced. White people can be prejudiced. Do you understand? What you need to do is look at these horrible words, and they're out there. Words like kike, used against a Jewish person. Horrible word. Or nigger, we've talked about that one. Or spick, against our Hispanic brothers and sisters. Raghead, against our Middle Eastern people. Cracker, against people like me, white folks. Slope, against Chinese and other Oriental people. And there are more and more of these horrible words coming out that have no place in a civilized society. These are horrible words. But at worst, that's what they are. Hello? They're words. They're not bullets, knives. They're words. Grow a thick skin. Wake up. They're words. Remember an old little ditty that says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never harm me.